7th verse. Sudita sita janartira saye ramya chidagana sukha sarupine nama gokula mahutsavayate Krishna purna vashushe namo namaha. O my dear holy name, O beloved identical form of Krishna in sound, the devotees who take shelter of your lotus feet through constantly chanting you are even saved from destruction due to offenses against the holy name or Nam Aparad out of your causeless mercy. You are manifest as the supreme personal form of concentrated transcendental ecstasy. That is described here. Chidagana Sukha. You are personally the form of transcendental happiness and a daily festival for the residents of Gokula, Vrindavan Dham, Gokula Mahutsavayate. You are the full form of transcendental glory and eternal bliss through which you manifest through nectarian loving exchanges with your devotees. Therefore, my dear holy name of Krishna, I offer again and again my respectful obeisances unto your lotus feet. So here 2 important glories of the holy name are given. One I mentioned briefly before, that by chanting the holy name, one can be forgiven of offenses to the holy name. The other is that the name is actually the full form of transcendental ecstasy or bliss. Another verse explains this. Nam Chintamani Krishnas Caitanya Rasa Vigraha Purnasuddha Nityamuktoha Vinatva Namino. The Rasa Vigraha, the Alvars of the Sri Sampradaya, the great devotees of Krishna in Tamil Nadu, or Purandara, or Madhva, other devotees, great acharyas, there was one other, Narakadas. They are chanting, even Shankara says, Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda, Bhaja Govinda, Mudamete. You chant Govinda, Govinda. But these other devotees, they are simply chanting the name of the Lord. So by doing that, they were experiencing unlimited happiness. And the residents of Vrindavan, for them it was a festival. So in these names, they were experiencing the presence of Krishna, the rasa of Krishna, the loving exchanges with Krishna, by chanting the holy name. So in this way, the holy name is manifesting loving exchanges with the devotees. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he would hear the holy names chanted, he would be transferred to the spiritual world. And there he would experience all these pastimes which the names were manifesting in sound. So, again and again, he's offering his obeisances to the holy name. You can imagine how fortunate all of you are that this name is available for you to chant. Just as the residents of Vrindavan, you can also be chanting in the same mood, the holy name, and thus getting the same transcendental benefits, realizations, and shelter. Although some may think that this chanting of the holy name is for the sentimentalist, actually a great science. Chanting of the holy name is a very esoteric subject matter. Because if we explain this to people who don't have any faith in the name of Krishna, have no knowledge of the Vedas, in this esoteric aspect, they may challenge and they may say something offensive, and this way their own spiritual life will be hampered. And once they offend the holy name, then who can they turn to get shelter? Therefore, generally these glories of the name are only revealed amongst the devotees, amongst those who have developed a certain degree of advancement in spiritual life. Now for the last verse is very short. Narada birno jivan Sudarmi nirjasa madhuripur Twam Krishna nama kamam Swarame rasane rasena sada. Translation. O my dear holy name of Krishna, you are the life and soul of the Veena of Devarshi Narada Muni. You are an eternal tidal wave of full transcendental nectar. I humbly fall at your lotus feet and beg for your causeless mercy to make me always fixed in your service so that you may always dance tirelessly on my tongue. In other words, kindly bless me that I may always be engaged in chanting you without cessation. So here, Devarsi Narada Muni, who is great liberated soul, the life and soul of his Veena is this chanting of the holy name. He is traveling throughout the universe as a type of transcendental spaceman. He doesn't require any liquid nitrogen or oxygen or anything. Neither does his Veena explode like the Challenger, killing all the inhabitants. He is going simply by the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. He's chanting the name of Krishna and he's being propelled everywhere by his own spiritual potency. So Narada Muni is constantly chanting the name. And other great liberated souls, just like Dasuratnaka, by chanting the name of Rama, he became Valmiki. There's so many examples. So great. Now, Prahlad was always chanting the name of Krishna. Therefore, by the power of the name of Krishna, his father Hiranyakashipu, he said, where do you get your power? How is it that I can defeat anyone, but I cannot defeat you? And Prahlad said, I'm getting my power from the same place where you get your power. Everybody is getting their power from the same place. That is the supreme powerhouse. The supreme source of all power, the Lord. The difference is I know where I'm getting my power from, but you're not accepting that you're getting your power from some other source. So the thing is, by chanting this name of Krishna, actually we cannot give enough attention. That's why in previous yugas, this chanting was not allowed to be chanted by, except for very orthodox brahmanas, because the name being identical with Krishna, if you chant the name and you commit some offense, then for fear of that, people wouldn't chant. That's why this was a very restricted process. And some idea came that if we chant the name, then there'll be some offense, so then they stop to chant. Except when bathing in the Ganga or some sacred river, Kaveri, Narmada, like that. But the actual science is that by repeatedly chanting the name of Krishna, Krishna's name is more merciful than other names of Vishnu. It said that 1,000 names of Vishnu, if you chant, that's equal to one name of Ram. And if you chant 3,000 times the name of Vishnu, that's equal to one name of Krishna. Even then, all these things one gets from chanting Krishna's name. On top of that, Caitanya Mahaprabhu's blessing is if you chant his name first, and then chant Hare Krishna, then by his mercy, one can more easily avoid offenses to the holy name of Krishna and get the full effect of offenseless chanting. So great souls like Narada Muni, totally liberated, so their life and soul is chanting the names. It's not actually that it's a cheap thing. It's actually an invaluable thing. It's a priceless gift. But unfortunately people don't, because it's so priceless that if you were to put a value on it, it would be out of the reach of anyone to buy. So it has to be given free because it's priceless. Free means the price, you have to chant it. So this is a great opportunity everyone has to take this name. And if someone tries to perfect their chanting and chant more attentively, to keep on chanting and avoid offenses to the name, then by the mercy of the holy name, in a very short time one can achieve all perfections, which would normally take yugas to achieve. Once there was an argument between Haridas Thakur and one Brahmin in Bengal. Haridas Thakur was a guest of a head priest of one landlord. His name was Balaram Acharya. And the landlord's name was Hiranya Majumdar, and his brother was Govinda Majumdar. So then they asked that Haridas Thakur, he was born in a Muslim family, but he was appointed as a Namacharya by Lord Caitanya, because he was chanting 300,000 names of Krishna every day. And his pastimes are unlimited. He was even able to, his life story is just something inconceivable. So, Haridas Thakur was asked by some other, they're having a regular Dharma Sabha in the evening, all the Brahmins, Pandits, and respectable citizens were there in the court of this landlord. He was a very wealthy landlord. He was giving in tax at that time 1,200,000 gold coins to the emperor. You can understand, now 1,200, 1 million, the 12 lakhs of gold coins, what it's worth now. That time what it was worth. He was, that's a tax he paid, what was figure what he kept. So, that time the Pandits asked that, tell us about the glories of the name. You're always chanting the name. And then by chanting the name you can get swarga, you can get all good karmas, everything. But some of them know even by chanting you can get moksha. Then Haridas Thakur interrupted. And he stated that these are all side products of chanting the holy name. You see, you get these things easy by chanting. You don't even count. Because by chanting the holy name of Krishna, you can actually capture Krishna in your heart.